My article this week is from Teaching and Teacher Education Journal and is titled Teachers' Beliefs and Practices Related to Mathematics Instruction. There were 4 different areas that this research group studied. First, do teachers have an inquiry-oriented and traditional belief system that battle it out in their minds? Uh, the second question is, what are the teachers' beliefs about the nature and stability of their mathematics ability? Next was, what are the teachers' beliefs about motivating students to engage in mathematical activities? And the fourth, does the teacher's confidence level and enjoyment of mathematics affect students? The method of the study included 4 areas. The participants were 21 4th through 6th grade teachers from Los Angeles County. There were 1 male and 20 female teachers that participated in this study. They varied from either 1 to 20 years of experience. They taught mostly in Title I schools. Over 25% of the students in 8 of the classrooms were LEP students, and most of the class sizes were about 32 students per class. Yikes. Um, Predominantly Latino, but there were also uh, African Americans, Asians, and Anglos, in addition to the Latinos, and then uh, several other mixed ethnic groups. The teachers were asked to fill out surveys containing 57 statements addressing 7 areas, which we will see on the next slide. Teachers were videoed and coded to characterize practices in those same 7 areas. Students were also asked to participate in the study by relaying their own feelings about their own competence and enjoyment of math. I apologize for my wonky looking table here. Um, the 7 areas, as I stated before, included math as an operation versus tools for thought. This is really kind of a traditional versus constructivist viewpoint. Focus on correctness versus understanding, teacher control versus child initiation, which again, both of those are traditional teachers versus constructivist. Entity theory, intrinsic motivation, confidence, and enjoyment. And the confidence and enjoyment include both teachers and students. You can see that they did a pre-test and a post survey. You can see the standard deviations there and then the correlation between the two. This table shows those 7 areas that teachers were asked questions about, the 57. They were belief statements, and they were asked to either rate them 1 through 6. 1 would be strongly disagree, 6 would be strongly agree. And that first one, math is operations versus tool for thought. And actually, in all of these, they ranged from very traditional kind of thinking to more constructivist type of thinking. Back to that first one, there were 5 questions, and they ranged from mathematics involves mostly facts and procedures to be learned to, in math, you can be creative and discover things on your own. The second one, correct answers versus understanding. As a primary goal, there were 7 questions, and the belief that if the students don't get the right answers, then you just give them more problems until they to practice until they do get it right. Or if they're not getting right answers, at least they're understanding the concepts that are inherent in the particular math problem. The third, teacher control over child autonomy. There were 6 items about that, um, ranging from it's important for students to complete assignments exactly as the teacher planned versus students should construct many of their own math problems. Next, entity versus incremental views of intelligent abilities. This one kind of, I don't know if I want to say, made me a little angry. There were 11 questions, and they ranged from belief systems that mathematical ability is something that remains relatively fixed, and if you don't get it, you don't get it, you're never going to get it, or all students can be good at math if they work at it. Uh, Extrinsic versus intrinsic motivation. Giving rewards is a good strategy, or students will work hard on interesting and challenging math tasks, whether or not their work is graded. And then confidence and enjoyment for both students and teachers. I'm confident when I understand the material I teach, and math is my favorite subject, to I don't enjoy it or my students don't enjoy it because I don't enjoy it. All right, results of the study. Uh, do the teachers have belief systems that they are battling in their minds? Definitely they do. And it's because of things that we've talked about in class, whether it be time, whether it be curriculum, whether it be administration pressures, state testing pressures. Teachers' beliefs about nature and stability of mathematic abilities. It didn't matter what your belief system was. They were very stable in that belief system. I thought it was interesting that traditional teachers showed to have less confidence in their abilities. They had a hard time interpreting missed answers by their students, and trying to explain why their student missed an answer. The third question: what are teachers' beliefs about motivating students? The more a teacher needed to be in control, the less motivated the students were, and I think that's kind of a not an aha. I think that's well, duh. I think we all believe that. Students who were allowed more autonomy were more motivated because they were more in control of their own learning. Do teachers' own confidence level and enjoyment of math affect students? Again, I think that's kind of a well, duh moment. Teacher confidence level and enjoyment, there actually was a direct relationship between the teachers and the students. This also provides support to the argument that teachers need to have a deeper, better understanding of mathematics because it enhances the quality of teaching, which in turn enhances the students' learning. Here is my journal citation. Uh, Deborah Staple et al. In the title, and the title of the journal, Teaching and Teacher Education. And I realize that there's some words that are not capitalized, but this is how the official citation looks. It's kind of given me a little anxiety, but I look forward to listening to all your recordings. Thanks.